Being streamed live on the Township of Ramara YouTube channel. To those present in the gallery today, by attending a public meeting of the council, you are consenting to your image, voice, and comments being recorded. Anyone who is invited to speak will be recorded, and their voice, image, and comments will form a part of the live stream. The chair, chief administrative officer, and/or clerk have the discretion and authority at any time to direct the termination or interruption of live streaming. Such direction will only be given in exceptional circumstances where deemed relevant. Circumstances may include instances where the content of debate is considered misleading, defamatory, or potentially inappropriate to be published. Attendees are advised that they may be subject to legal action if their actions result in inappropriate or unacceptable behavior and/or comments. Thank you. In accordance with Section 44-1 of the Planning Act, the Council of the Township of Ramara has appointed this Committee of Adjustment to hear applications for variances to the zoning bylaw and applications for consent to sever land. The members of this committee are private citizens who are not members of council, nor are they employees. Committee members are provided with information about each application prior to the public hearing to enable them to review the sections of the township's bylaws which are relevant and to make a site visit if needed. No discussion of applications occur, nor will any decisions be made outside of the public hearing. The procedure for hearing applications is as follows. 1. The Secretary-Treasurer will describe the application and the extent of its processing to date. Number 2. The applicant or agent will be asked for his or her comments. Number 3, members of the audience will be asked for their comments. Number 4, the applicant may then provide further information. Number 5, committee members will then provide questions or comments to be followed by the decision of the committee. A written copy of the notice of decision will be sent to the applicant and anyone who provides the Secretary-Treasurer with a written request, including their full name and address. Decisions of this committee may be appealed to the Ontario Land Tribunal by the applicant, a minister, or a specified person or public body. The procedure is included with the notice of decision, and if you wish to be advised of a possible land tribunal hearing, you must request in writing a copy of this committee's decision. Once the application has been heard by the committee and the 20-day appeal period has ended, the application sign should be removed from your property. The sign can be returned to the township for reuse or recycling. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the October 7th Committee of Adjustment meeting. Introducing the committee members, to my left is Member Truax, and next to him is Member Walker. To my right is Member Warren and Member McMillan. We also have in attendance the Secretary-Treasurer, Carissa Barker. My name is Chloe Black, the chair to the committee. Please address all comments to the chair and ensure all cell phones are silenced to ensure that an orderly meeting is maintained. Starting with Section 3, disclosure of pecuniary interest. Do any of the committee members have an interest to declare on any of the agenda items? Seeing none, moving on to our one and only application today, item 4.1, minor variance file A1125. Ms. Secretary Treasurer, can you please provide an overview of the application?
Yes, thank you. Okay, so minor variance application file A1125. So this presentation is just a highlight of the staff report prepared, report BP 4025. And the applicant and landowners are Brenda Hall and Randall Sterling. And the lands are 46 Creighton Street, which are within the Atherley Updergrove settlement area. You know, their surrounded uses are primarily residential and commercial. A private septic system services the location, and there is an existing house on the property that's about just over 1,000 square feet gross floor area from the 1958 approximately. The application is proposed to request relief from the minimum front yard setback to build an approximately 55.7 square meter detached garage, requiring a 0.5 meter variance to the front yard minimum setback provision. And then here is a site plan just showing the proposed garage, and you can see the existing location of the dwelling here. In terms of policy, review was conducted within staff report VP 4025, and it's confirmed that the proposal is in conformity or does not conflict with the Provincial Planning Statement 2024, the LSPP, the county's official plan, Ramara's official plan, and Ramara's zoning bylaw. It doesn't offend the intent of Ramara's zoning bylaw. The lot is zone village residential, and the proposal does satisfy all the VR zone provisions and accessory use general provisions, other than relief being required for that front yard setback. In terms of the 4 tests, the proposal does maintain the intent of the official plan. It's supporting compatible residential development, and is not a disruption to land use patterns within the area. And the proposal maintains the intent of the zoning bylaw, as the garage does fit the location of it fits the character of the area, which is a residential neighborhood, and there's minimal deviation from the provision requirement of 7.5 meters. The proposal is desirable for the development because it's improving the property and use and function, which is adding value to it and utility. And the proposal is considered to be minor in nature because it is, again, in terms of the numerical value, only a 0.5 meter reduction. And it's not foreseen to have negative impacts on the drainage or the street view or streetscape, sorry. The application was circulated. So notice of hearing was circulated on September 9th, 2025, in alignment with the Planning Act. And the building department had no concerns. They noted that the zoning grader review that a minor adjustment may be needed for interlocking brick. So that comment, the building department can clarify further if they need any update with that grading plan. But they have no concerns with the variance. The conclusions, to summarize the conclusions of the staff report, should the committee find it appropriate to approve this minor variance, the following condition is recommended to be added to the approval. And it is that, why do I always have this? Oh, no, this is correct. The approval is that the construction of the proposed garage shall be in substantial conformity with the materials submitted with this application. So it's not saying that the garage has to be exactly with as presented in terms of the size, but if there was a significant change, then it should be relooked at. So that's why we have that condition, just in case down the road, something very grand and much more extreme was proposed, since the variance stays with the property permanently. So we just recommend that one condition. Other than that, should the committee find it appropriate to approve the minor variance, the following reasons can be provided. So again, it's that 4 tests. The intent and purpose of the zoning bylaw is being maintained. The intent and purpose of Ramara's official plan and county's official plan is being maintained. The requested variance is desirable for the appropriate development or use of the subject lands, building and structure, and the variance is considered minor in nature. And the recommended action is that the committee receive staff report BP 4025 dated October 7th, 2025, and that minor variance file A1125 be approved with the recommended condition. And the alternatives would be that the committee could amend the suggested motion, defer, or otherwise deny the application.
Thank you. Good morning. Would you like to speak further to the application at all? If you'd like to, there's a microphone, the middle button. Just click it and then introduce yourself if you can to us, please.
Good morning. My name is Randy Sterling. I live at 46 Creighton. My partner, Brenda Hall, is here as well. To speak to it, there's really nothing I have more I can add to the great job that's been done by the township. we just moved here to Ramara, so it's all new to us. But before we decided to do this, we did look around the neighborhood and we noticed that our house really didn't have a garage of any kind or sort. So we didn't think it would be inappropriate to do this. Being a mechanic, and I'm almost retired, I need a place to tinker. And that's basically what this is all about. So
Okay, thank you. Is there anybody on Zoom? No? Okay, no. Opening up to the committee, Member Truax, would you like to begin?
I have no problem that, you can't get more minor than a half a meter, so I'm on board.
Okay, Member Walker?
I did a site visit and read all the reports. There's no complaints by the neighbors, so I have no concerns.
Member Warren?
Yes, good morning. I also visited the site, and when you look at it in context, I'm old school. If you look at it in the context of imperial measurements, that's about 20 inches. So it is extremely minor, and I have no problem with it at all. It's a very straightforward application. Thank you.
Member McMillan?
Yes, I did a site visit too, and I have no issues with it. And it's nice to see a permanent building going there instead of a one of those porta garages and stuff like that. And it's betterment for the neighborhood. I have no issues with it. Thank you.
I also have no issues and nothing further to add other than that. So can I please have a mover on the staff's recommendation as presented? Moved by Member McMillan, second by Member Warren. All in favor that the application be approved? That motion's carried. Thank you. You can leave if you'd like to, yeah. You're welcome. Okie dokie. Section 5, proceeding to section 5 of the agenda to discuss the minutes from the last meeting. Please advise if you see any errors or omissions requiring a revision. Seeing none, can I please have a mover that the draft minutes from the September 9th, 2025 meeting be approved as presented? Moved by Member Walker, second by Member Truax. All in favor? Those are adopted. Item 6, new or unfinished business. There is an item 6.1 for the 2026 application cutoff and meeting dates. Secretary Treasurer.
Hi, so these are just proposed for the 2026 calendar year, and we wanted to provide to the committee to see if there's any concerns. We have to, under the Planning Act, it's kind of unique because we have to hear an application within 30 days, but not every township is able to have a meeting, let's say, every week. And most townships like around us, we have a monthly meeting. So we have it. So the cutoff date and meeting date that there's 30 days, which allows us to be in alignment with the Planning Act. But we did try to make it for the Tuesdays that were not directly after like a holiday Monday, just in case, for the applicant and committee's consideration. I will provide a print to you all of the 2026 schedule, but just wanted to see if there was any concerns or issues with the schedule presented.
No, I personally have been liking that the Tuesdays have been bumped a week and not directly after a holiday. I like that we made that change for the 2025 schedule. Yeah, okay, no problems. And then is there anything to bring up amongst the committee? Anything new? Okie dokie. Moving on to item 7 for adjournment. Can I please have a mover? Oh, where are we? If there's no other further items to discuss, we'll move to section 7 for the meeting adjournment. Can I please have a mover on the motion to adjourn? Moved by Member McMillan, second by Member Warren, that the Committee of Adjustment meeting adjourn at 9:45 a.m. All in favor? We're adjourned. Thank you.